you still there? Tell us about This Is the Day.
This is my John Deere song.
I'm green all over.
Mowing my backyard. Seriously, I was on the lawnmower, and this tune came to my mind, as along with the words, "This is the day the Lord hath made." And I'm singing this to my dogs while my neighbors are laughing at me. So I get these lines, and I get off the lawnmower, I go in the house and write the words down. So by the time I finish mowing the backyard, the song is done. I walk in the house and sing it to David and Amber, and there we have it. And I already had the blues in mind, and what was so funny, he brought me his notes in his journal where he's been writing songs. There he is again.
And I had written down probably about the same time. And in the top of one page, I had written down, "This is the day the Lord hath made. Rejoice, rejoice." And
I didn't know
then
that.
she comes in and she's already got a song of the same title.
And I'm singing it. I'm like, oh, this is how it goes. So I come into practice and say, this is how it is. And
Yeah, you say, okay, I got this song, and you started singing it.
sang the first line, and
Well, we all started playing it. I remember that part, because we
Yep.
all started playing it, and we were doing a very traditional 1-4-5-1, guitar chords and everything. And it was okay, and it was all right. And I remember looking at it just saying, this is a torch song from the 40s.
yeah,
A torch song from the 40s.
definitely.
And I went, wait, and we started playing that progression that the song is now. So we started playing that with that descending bass line, and Flipper jumped on it, and then about at the end of the first stanza, somewhere out there, Flipper, in all seriousness, which is a moment, right?
Yeah.
Went, "That's it." And I went, "Yeah, I know,
And
that's it."
MG loves it.
Oh yeah, and
He
MG
loves to
was,
play that
and we
song.
just went, "That's it." And we went, "Yeah, that's it." And what I didn't realize for years, Ron and I talked about this for years, about doing Christian blues, which by definition you're not supposed to have. But it really is, because what you see in all those Psalms with David in the 40th Psalm is how he's saying, "Why are you in despair, O my soul? My heart's crying out." That's the blues. But this song is so different, because with the "This is the day" mindset, you're thinking, "This is the day, this is the day," beboppy. And this one has those words to it, but it's the idea that the blues with that sixth bent and that third, and just the guitar is crying out in that thing, that this is the day the Lord has made, and I don't care how I feel, I'm going to rejoice. I may feel bluesy today, but I'm going to rejoice in it. And it's really the first one that clicked like that. And when we started that progression, that chord progression, I went down, everybody went, "That's it." And then, and you had part of the melody, had most of the melody, but you didn't. The problem was, what's next after the melody?
Right.
And then it started coming. Yeah. So it's
But it's a connection with the music. People say blues, and you automatically know what kind of music it is.
yeah.
And they've lost the association of blues being about woe is me and I'm lamenting over this, and it's more of in our vernacular, it's more of a music style rather than actually what the lyrics are saying.
Yeah.
So it makes the connection music-wise, but at the same time, it's got an uplifting message to it.
Yeah, and that's what's so interesting, because it does have the uplifting message in the midst of the minor mode and all this kind of thing going on. And really the crying out, because so often believers, they think, well, everything has to be happy, happy,
No,
happy,
it
happy.
is. It's a crying out song.
It really is. But it's the kind of thing that people, when they see the title, well, "This is the day the Lord has made." Okay, it's at the first of the album, so it must be
And then they turn it on and hear that awesome piano
and it's
intro there.
which I gotta learn how to
That
play.
you do.
We're running into a problem with this.
We have to learn our own song
We
again.
have to learn our own song.
Yeah, well, that's because what we determined, and nobody said this yet, but what we determined to do was to go in the studio and do a live recording. We're going to do a live recording in studio. There was one song that we actually started, and we went about a minute and a half, and I'm looking at everybody and was thinking, this doesn't feel right, and we stopped it. I don't remember which one it was. We stopped, and then we started again. But the rest of the time, we set up, and we started, and we played through, and we worshiped the song. And that's what we did with all of it. It was live in the studio.
Well, that one we had to restart because I messed it up when I first started singing it. So.
Well, that might have been it then.
And that's why we had the different beginning.
But we got to learn how to play it again,
Yeah.
But it really is a great song. You did very well as the vessel of the Most High God.
Thank you.
And the dogs enjoyed it.
And the dogs enjoyed it.
And the neighbors
And my
enjoyed it.
neighbors did too, even though they laughed at me. But they were amused.
The neighbors laughed at you.
Entertained.
And I'll tell you something else that we'll just throw out here. What's been really interesting, because the CD has just come out while we're making this little thing here, and I've had a couple people say favorable things, that kind of stuff. But the demons are fleeing and they're fearful, right?
Oh, it's stirring some demons.
You've had a couple encounters with folks where they're actually hearing it, and it's literally whacking the hornet's nest.
It is.
And that's good, because it's breaking down some things. And so anyway, so great.